Check this out.
Welcome to BLPA Big Show. Hockey sports, life for the adult athlete.
Yeah.
Powered by the Beer League Players Association.
Better follow me.
Follow us, the BLPA, on every social media outlet. Follow the crew on Twitter at Nicker Jones.
Let's get it. Here we go.
Welcome to the greatest sports show in the world. Good week, everybody. How's it going? I had to hold that until Jason was done drinking his beer. Jason, what's going on, my man?
I'm done drinking my beer, so I'm good now.
Well, it's not done. You just were done with that
sip.
drink.
Right, yeah.
So here we are.
Yep.
Wait,
we are here. We are here.
Okay, wait a second. Before we get going here, this episode brought to you by HockeyWolf.com. See, back at
They know.
We're almost live.
Yeah.
People are listening to us, and they know Hockey Wolf. Hockey Wolf, beer leaguers just like you and me, try to make the game more affordable. So if you need gear, which I do, I'll tell you why in just one second. If you need gear, if you need team apparel, which I do, I'll tell you more about that here in a second. Go to HockeyWolf.com. Those guys are boss, ballin', badass. HockeyWolf.com.
Ow.
All right. Here we are. Denver draft experience.
That's where we're at.
At the party.
Yeah.
And I got a feeling. I got a feeling in my body. There's going to be a points game going this weekend.
I think so.
There's a reason why.
Yeah.
Because I drafted a player named Nick.
You did?
My name's also Nick.
Shocking, yeah.
You're also on our team, and you look like that other player named Nick.
Right.
So we're just going to go by Nick this
Nick
weekend.
line.
So the Nick line, Nick at night, Nick all night.
Big Nick energy.
Bringing all the big Nick energy. It's Nick Kamish.
Y'all need to listen.
Yeah, exactly. And we're gonna points game this motherfucker all fucking weekend.
Yeah, listen, Jeff Peck's not here, but that's fine. We're going to points game without him.
Does Jeff sound like Nick?
He doesn't. He
No.
doesn't. We're going to points game
We're
without
gonna
him.
points game without. And you know that was his choice.
Yeah.
He made the choice to go to music festivals with his wife.
Oh.
You know, instead of coming to the points game. But I get. If you can't be Nick, then why come? I
Right,
get it.
exactly.
I get it. So basically, I got a burp because those chugs get you. So when you get,
Ginger ale got you?
I'm a man. I'm 40. I
Okay.
can't drink beer right now. But it's now I got bad indigestion and some. Whew. Okay. So here's the deal. We're at the Denver draft and we have an issue. We have a couple issues.
There's some things.
The jerseys didn't come.
That's a bummer.
T-shirts didn't come.
That's a bummer.
And you know why? COVID. That's what we were told.
COVID's running rampant right now.
COVID is rampant, and it's for 3 years. It's crippled the world.
Yeah.
And now, because COVID has run so rampant, you can't get stuff shipped because COVID obviously affects shipping.
Yeah,
and,
clearly.
We don't know where the jerseys are, but I know that the tracking number says delivered to Denver.
Well, we know there's
Thursday.
somewhere between Dubai and Denver.
Yes, because here's what. Even though the tracking number says they were delivered in Denver on last Thursday, not even this Thursday, last Thursday, when I boarded my flight from Calgary to Denver, a direct flight, I might add. That's important for the next story.
Yeah.
I got a phone call, and they basically said, hey, we got a package for you. And I said, I don't have no packages. And he's like, yeah, well, we got one. It's supposed to go to Denver. I'm like, no, that was delivered last Thursday. He goes, no, it's in Dubai right now. And I'm like, well, Dubai doesn't sound like Denver. So
They start with D.
They both start with D. They're close.
Yeah.
They have. That's all.
That's it. It's just the
basically
D's.
it.
It's just the D's.
And so basically, we don't know where. They said yesterday they were going to get him here by Saturday. I don't. Here's it.
I'm calling bullshit.
They also said that they were in Denver last Thursday.
Right.
So it's hard for me to trust. So what did we do? Listen, here's the deal. I get that it's upsetting that this happened, but I don't let that deter me from getting things done. I just went and bought a bunch of practice jerseys, and then I put my artistic skills to the test. Tell me how those spray painted numbers look like.
Listen, I'm looking at a 9 right now.
And you can tell it's a 9.
It's a fucking 9.
And that's
No
freehand.
doubt in my mind.
That's freehand.
That's impressive.
When I went to Hobby Lobby to get fabric spray paint, they said, oh, you're going to need some stencils. And I said, ma'am, I've been drawing numbers since kindergarten. I don't need no goddamn stencil. And you can see that I don't.
Fucking 9. I think I saw some penises on a few jerseys as well.
Someone
Didn't need stencils for that either.
I traced mine. I had a stencil as my own. But I'm going to take this to Hobby Lobby and take it to old Flo. That was her name, Flo, and say,
Sure.
Does this look like I need a fucking stencil?
Next time I
Freehand.
come in here, don't offer me a stencil because I don't need it.
You know what the stencil is? This hand right here. Right up your fucking face, Flo. But anyway, so we don't have jerseys, but we got a good fucking group. It's a great fucking draft tonight, right?
Yeah.
Did you have fun?
I thought it was a great time. Listen, I'm a little biased because I emceed half of it.
I gave a tutorial. I've come to the point in my life. I'm a man. I'm 40. I come to a time in my life that realize that sometimes I gotta train. I gotta give some of my tutelage to tutors.
I don't know what that word is either.
I gotta help people do this so I don't have to do every single goddamn one.
Yeah, that's fair.
And so tonight it was Jason/Nick. It was Nick Jr. Really.
It was the Nick line.
Slate. I mean,
yeah, 2/3 of the Nick line.
I'm probably the most handsome MC in the history, but you're very close.
I'm up there.
Yeah, you're very. Listen, if you didn't have the beard, you'd be
I'd
lower.
be less.
Yeah,
I'd be less
you'd
for
be less
sure.
for
Yeah.
But the draft was great, and obviously me and Jason Nick are on the same team. We're going to talk about where we think it's going to finish, right?
Okay.
We don't know the character names. We got Cartman, we got Kyle, we got Stan, we got Kenny, but we don't know what colors those guys actually represent.
Yeah, I couldn't follow that.
Yeah, because the jerseys aren't here, right? But did you know that from Calgary to Denver is a direct flight?
I did not.
1 hour and 53 minutes, I might add.
That's not bad.
And see, I didn't even. This guy came up. He wanted multiple dicks. Look at that freehand dick right there.
That's a Nick dick if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Listen, hey, I'll pull her out and trace another one later. But nonetheless, so I get on a flight from Calgary to Denver, and my hockey bag shows up.
Which is good because it's a direct flight.
And my regular suitcase shows up.
Also good.
Hockey stick does not show up.
Not good.
So basically, this Nick line is going to be missing some pretty serious firepower when I'm out there skating with no fucking stick.
I do think you'll need your stick to score.
Nah.
You'll need a stick to score.
A stick. Yeah, a stick. Okay, I bought a new stick.
Okay.
But here's why. Because I was late. I was 3 hours delayed last night, right? Airline travel sucks right now. Fucking sucks.
Terrible.
And you know why? It sucks so bad, and I got like 10 weekends in a row. So I'm in for some shit, I think.
It's going to be a rough 10 weeks for you.
I'm literally flying Air Canada, the worst airline in Canada right now, to Toronto, the worst airport in the world right now, on my way to Raleigh next week. And I'm fully planning to probably not make it.
Yeah.
I might get lost. They might lose me. They might lose a passenger.
You might show up in Dubai.
Yeah, I might be in Dubai by this is all over. But I'll scout turning locations. Don't worry about it.
Perfect.
But here, so I called WestJet. When my stick was lost, I tried to find a WestJet employee. I couldn't find one. I was like, fuck, I'm already 3 hours fucking delayed. I got a fucking meeting, so I just fucking booked out of there. I tried to call Platinum, because I'm Platinum. Not a big deal.
Not a big deal.
I'm Platinum.
No big
They
deal.
were highest level on WestJet. I tried to call Platinum support. They were already closed for the evening. So I called them this morning. They said, we'll have to call you back. I'm like, does this seem like Platinum support to you? But it was just an answering machine. So
that seems silver. Maybe they got platinum and silver.
Yeah.
They look the same.
So they gave me a call back, and they said, okay, here's what you need to do. You need to file a report that it's missing, and then they'll get back to you. And I go, okay, but like I need this for my job. Like I don't know if you know this, but I get paid to play hockey.
You're a professional hockey player.
And I need this. I have a job. And they were like, well, we don't know what to tell you. And I go, well, I know what to tell you. I know my passenger bill of rights, all right? And it says, ye will pay for me to get what I need to use while you find my other shiz. And they said, you're correct. Just send us a reimbursement. And so now I bought top-of-the-line stick.
Well, I mean,
you have to.
Yeah.
Do you know how fucking expensive sticks are right now?
Listen, I usually buy Pro Stock, and they're actually not expensive.
Yeah,
like
they're $100 bucks.
$100, $130.
One and a half.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
But I bought a brand new retail one. $350. What?
Thank you, WestJet.
What the? Yeah. One. Thank you, WestJet. You also run my hockey bag, and I would say my skates, but my skates are brand new. And my Eagle gloves. I'm gonna have to get a new pair of custom gloves.
Yeah.
No big deal.
Clearly.
But what is a $350 stick going to do for me? I'm gonna venture to say, not $350 worth.
My guess is a $350 stick for me. I'm not going to speak for you, but for me, is going to score maybe one more goal than a wooden stick in a year's time.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay. So I have 40 tournaments a year, so 1/40th of a goal is what this worth it.
Worth it. 100% worth it.
Worth it.
Yeah.
Worth it. So that's the travel issue. So people out there that are traveling around, it's okay to be pissed.
Yeah.
It
I
sucks.
agree.
But here's the deal. Here's what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to be straight up. I'm always honest with you folks. I'm a man of the people. You being pissed, going to solve absolutely
nothing.
So you can choose to live a life of pissydom, and make everyone around you that much more pissy, which I experienced at this WestJet trip because some lady was just yelling and bitching about stuff. And
Karen.
And I'm like, God damn, Karen. Like, what is you yelling at me? I have nothing to do with it, but you're yelling at me, telling me not to cut you when I'm in a different line than you. And I'm like, I understand I've been standing here for fucking hours. I'm like, I get
That
it.
sounds like a bad personal choice to me.
I said, that sounds shitty. I get it. But guess what? I'm a traveler just like you. We're one and the same, Karen. I'm just not a raging bitch. And that didn't end well either. She got even more pissed.
Shocking.
But luckily, I was in the priority line. Guess who wasn't supposed to be in that priority line?
Karen.
And so they came and put me. They said, "Are you a priority, sir?" And I said, "Yes." And they pulled me to the front line, and I got to go. And so, you know what? You can be pissy all you want. It's not going to solve anything. And sometimes being nice and understanding goes a long way. But let me tell you what I don't understand. Why the fuck did Johnny Gaudreau spurn the fucking Flames and go to Columbus?
Listen,
That's not this episode, but I
have a theory.
Okay.
Johnny Gaudreau clearly listens to the podcast.
Okay, I like this a little bit more. What's that? Shout out.
And you constantly talk about how much you love Columbus.
Okay.
So maybe he didn't want to play in Calgary anymore, but he thought, where can I go that Nick will appreciate?
So do you think maybe he said Nick's from Calgary, but he talked so highly of Columbus that's
where I should go.
So I'm to blame.
Yeah.
Is what you're saying.
Yeah. Like Calgary fans can look no further than their own as to why Johnny Gaudreau is in Columbus.
And you can spend your time being pissy about it.
Karen.
Or now you can be like me and be happy. Johnny Gaudreau listens to this show, and that's why he went to Columbus. Columbus, I love you. Johnny Gaudreau, I'm pissy still. I'm still upset. I'm still hurt.
Still a little pissy.
But that's my right as a fan.
I think so.
I'm not saying that Johnny Gaudreau is a piece of shit because he chose to go somewhere for his family. I'm not saying that. I don't believe that in my heart. He's not Lincoln Riley.
Fair.
Oklahoma ex-football coach, now USC, piece of trash. But Johnny Gaudreau, the one thing that I that bums me out is that instead of saying, like, it was clear he didn't want to be in Calgary, and I get it, people have their choice.
Yeah.
And I understand it's a business and he's a product, and the organization would trash him too. And as a fan, if he sucked, I would boo him. I get all this, and he has a right to be upset and do what he wants. But you would think that he could have just manned up and be like, I don't want to be here. And we could have gotten something for our assets. But as I say that, the best time to trade him would have been at the trade deadline.
And they weren't going to do that. They were in a good spot.
And the season was exciting for
me. Yeah.
Outside of the NHL's agenda in the playoffs with Edmonton Oilers, that's why I don't watch the NHL anymore. It was an exciting fucking season. And I wouldn't trade that for a first-round pick that's probably going to be bottom 15. It was an exciting season. But I still wish that we had the best player that we have. But we still have Tkachuk, who's gone after this year. I've already prepared. I know. Hey, Tkachuk, if you listen to the show, see you in Columbus. And we still got Lindholm, and we still got Hannaford, and we just signed Zadorov, who's not a great player. But
It's a big motherfucker, though.
But I think if January 22nd or whenever Columbus comes down, I think he's going to line up little boy Johnny. I think so.
I think he'll probably put a hit or two on Johnny.
You just got to lay the wood sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay. Outside of that, I am extremely happy for Johnny Gaudreau signing a 7-year contract, even though he gave up an extra $15 million. What would it take for you to give up $15 million? Or 20, whatever it was.
Yeah, so here's the thing. I don't have anywhere close to that, so I would have definitely taken the money.
Okay.
But it's hard for me to separate from these guys.
But Johnny was only making 6.75.
Yeah, only.
Well, okay. But, after taxes and agent fees and all that stuff.
Listen, and I don't understand tax laws everywhere, but from what I've heard, it's more money in Canada is still less money than in most U.S. markets.
I think that.
But I'm not that kind of
scientist. Yeah, me either. I'm not a taxologist.
Yeah.
But I know that there was a guy that came on and said it's a wash. If you have a good accountant, they can figure it out.
Yeah.
I mean, Donald Trump paid like $700 in taxes. All right, and he made more than Johnny Gaudreau's $9.75 million a year.
That's fair.
So you got to find the right tax person. You got to run for president, and yeah. So let's get back to the draft.
Okay.
Not the NHL draft that Johnny Gaudreau fucked the Flames.
No, the
up
important
on.
one.
The Denver one. And right now we have a bunch of champion hockey players in Denver that could probably challenge for the cup, but they're playing beer league hockey instead. They chose the right path.
We appreciate them. Yeah.
Let's talk about the draft. How do you think, outside of you, emceeing, me taking you under my wing?
Yeah.
I did it with the podcast, and now we're something. And I'm doing you here, and you're going to be something. What outside of that, of being something? Well, what'd you think about the draft? Like, where are you thinking we're going? We got Team Blue, we got Team Black, we got Team Red, we got Team White.
So just the draft in general, I had a good time tonight. I thought we had a good spot. Like we're out on a deck.
COVID's raging. So
outside, yeah. But it's nice and comfortable out here.
It is.
I thought it was a good spot. It was enough room. Like, we've had those problems before. I thought it was a good time. I think our team is okay. I think we're all right.
Okay. And I listen, because I let you do it, I kind of took a break tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, I was spray painting numbers, but I took a break, so I'm not on the teamology side, bracketology, whatever the fuck it is. I'm not too sure. I can tell you who I think is going to be last place, and it's just an educated guess, just based on how good I know. Who's our goalie?
That I don't know. Let's say who we think's going to be last on 3. We'll say it at the same time.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah. 1,
2, 3. White.
Oh, hey. Okay. And you know, it happens, right?
And they may not be.
No,
but that's how I feel.
They're going to be, but I think they have. Just looking at them, they have the funnest team.
They have a fun team
for sure. Like,
yeah.
I would love to be in that dressing room. And even if I play so many that even last place doesn't matter to me,
right?
But for someone that's new and they came, and if they be in last place, I still think they're going to have fun in that.
They're going to have a great time for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Do you want to do the same thing for who you think's going to be in first?
Okay. Let me take a peek.
Our team is listening, so that's a. Maybe they should cover their ears.
Yeah. Okay. So it can't be white. So it's either white, red. Who's Red's goalie?
We got red, black, and blue.
Red's goalie's last name is Jabroni. Legitimately, I don't know if I can say they're going to win. So it's really between black and blue.
Okay. Ready?
1, 2, 3.
Black.
Oh, fuck yeah. Hell yeah. Okay, so we both got black in number 1, white in 4. The other one's going to be hard because it's such a toss-up in the middle middle games.
For us as a blue team, we have to decide, do we want to try to win the B or do we want to try to lose the A, I think.
But here's the deal. The thing about this, I mean, they got AJ, who's a Canadian first-timer. Shout out AJ. I think he's a listener.
Shout out
AJ. But I don't think that's the reason we're choosing them. I'm looking around, and I'm trying to see who Black's goalie is. And I just don't know. Wait, do we have big, tall number 5 right there? That guy's a fucking player right there.
Yeah. Wait, I think he's on our team.
Okay. The black and blue is clear. Listen,
yeah, he's on our team.
But I don't think that's going to mess us up for the game.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed. Okay.
They do have Brad to win. And Brad to win, listen, say what you want about Brad to win.
God damn it.
Brad to win wins.
Well, no, he didn't used to.
But he does currently.
But you know how good it's going to feel if I break his streak?
That would be great.
You want to hear? There's literally going to be an episode on Monday if I break his streak, and it's called "I Broke Brad's Streak." That's all we're going to talk about.
Yeah, I'm 100% on board for that.
If I break Brad Dwin's streak, I'm going to forget all about Johnny Gaudreau not being on the Calgary Flames, not being in Columbus.
It's going to be a great day.
That's what I'm going to think. And so, okay, so I think we're going to battle for the A, and we're gonna fall short. And so that I think Red with goalie Jabroni is going to be third place.
Okay, I can agree with that.
I mean, it's a toss-up in the middle.
Yeah.
But we both go black 1, white 4.
It also depends. I guess we all play everyone, right?
We do.
Okay, so
sometimes twice.
Yeah. So I think it'll be how the schedule plays out, but I think you're right. I think black's up top, white's on bottom, blue and red are somewhere in the middle.
How many goals do you think you're going to score this weekend?
I'm feeling a little dangerous.
Oh, okay.
But that for me might only be 4 or 5 goals.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I'm feeling dangerous, and we're talking a 3-spot all weekend in warm-ups.
Yeah.
So I might lead the team in warm-up goals. I'm really going to be busting my ass.
You got to lead them somewhere.
But see, I only play 4 games, so I got a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
But in those 4 games that I warm up, oh fuck, bud.
You're going to bring it?
Oh goddamn. My motor's ready to go.
Motorbike's ready to go.
It is. And so, okay. Well, I think that's good. Hey, listen, a great draft. We had. Don't forget about Aaron Michelle. We're gonna get married in Juneau. We fucked them by mistake because we had to move. It was justified.
Yeah.
We couldn't run a tournament with 20 players.
That would be a not fun tournament.
But so now we moved to Anchorage, but they can't move their wedding to Anchorage. So
that's tougher to do.
So we're gonna bring them to Iceland. Say honeymoon on us.
Yeah.
And I think that'll be a good time. You coming to Iceland this time?
I'm definitely coming to Iceland this time.
Because you paid.
I've already got money in Iceland.
You paid.
Iceland's already got my money.
You paid, and you had you were gonna bang it out and under the fucking sky with a mirror or glass.
Yeah.
Roof.
Right.
Maybe mirrors. I know that's what your wife's into. Who knows? Shout out Kate. And Oh, you know what? Also, shout out Michael Costantino, whole Costantino
And
family.
whole Costantino family.
And you know what? Because I'm feeling friendly, because I think we nailed our picks on the draft here.
Yeah.
Shout out Frank.
Frank Panico. Shout out to that guy.
Is it Panico or is it Panico?
I think it's Panico.
Well, you're his best friend, so
It's
you should know.
definitely Panico.
Okay, because you said I think.
It's definitely
Are you
Panico.
sure? Does he get mad when people call him Panico?
I don't think so. Well,
Panico at the disco?
he probably wants to fight you, but that doesn't mean he's mad.
Yeah, he's
That's just normal.
Motherfucker loves fight.
Yeah,
I can't wait till we get the first ever BLPA pay-per-view where Frank just fights everybody.
It's gonna be a good time.
We have this new magazine coming out, the BLPA magazine, and I'm gonna feature him, and I'm gonna do a Photoshop shoot with Frank, and I'm gonna make it like he's a prize fighter, and then we're just gonna talk about his top 10 favorite fights. We should have him on this podcast.
Yeah.
And he just tells us the top 10 favorite fights he's ever
Of
had.
his, yeah.
It's just a story.
Top 10 Frank fights.
Yeah.
Just story time.
Yeah, and literally our pay-per-view is just going to be called Frankie Fights. You know why? Because Frank is in every match.
Yeah, I like it.
And we'll go from best competition to worst, so that way when he gets tired.
So like the last one will be, that guy beat the hell out of me.
Yeah, exactly. That could be, and I think that would be a fun thing to watch for sure.
I'm in.
Do you know how like that one guy that ate all those fucking hot dogs and he challenged a bear that one time?
Yeah.
Could we get Frank to fight a bear, you think?
I don't know if Frank's dumb enough to fight a bear.
It depends
Frank's
on
a smart guy.
Yeah.
I think he knows his limitations.
So you think he's only picking fights that he knows he's going to win?
No. Frank doesn't back down from any fight, but he wouldn't go seek a bear.
What if the bear sought
So
him?
we'd have to have the bear seek him, then he wouldn't turn it down.
Okay. So
I don't know how we do that,
So we
but-
just get him like a fucking steak necklace and just set him out in the fucking bear forest and
That
see
sounds
what
like a
happens?
good start.
Interesting. Has Frank ever lost a fight?
I've never seen it. He's told me he's lost fights.
That's the ones I want to hear. I want to hear about his top 10, but I also want to hear about fights he's lost.
Time he's had his lunch money handed to him.
Yeah, because I've had my lunch handed to me too. I'm not a fighter.
Yeah,
but
I'm not either.
But I have. I don't like it.
Yeah.
But I have, and I didn't like it, but I still have. You know, and I've won a few, but I've lost a few too.
Yeah.
Probably lost more than I've done. I got a mouth on me sometimes. Okay, so into this part. How 20 minutes. God damn, just for a little. You got anything else to add?
No, I think this is good. We can maybe touch base Sunday or Monday.
Yep.
And we'll see how we did.
So Sunday night another podcast. What's Shane?
Yeah, I'm in.
Okay, Sunday night another podcast, and then guess what? We'll have another pre-draft podcast next week in Raleigh.
It's right. I'll
And
be
then-
there.
Then a post one as well
Yep.
in Raleigh.
Yep.
And then did you win one tonight?
I did. I won Oklahoma City.
And then Oklahoma City will have a fucking pre-one.
Yeah, perfect.
And then what's after Oklahoma City? Alaska?
No.
God damn
Won't be
it.
there.
Okay, and then what's after Alaska is what is after Alaska? Nashville.
Nashville, I'll be there.
I may or may not be there. It depends on how this Boston thing shakes out.
I'll be there because I live there.
Yeah, you do live there. Hey, you know who I heard is going to be there? Frankie Fights.
Frank Panico.
Or Panico. I don't know
Or
which
Panico.
one.
One of the two.
Yeah. Can you think he'll tell us, or do you think he just plays the game?
No, let's ask him.
Let's ask him.
Yeah.
We can call him right now. No, I can't. I don't have the hookups. All right, that's about it. We got Black winning first place. We got us, the Baby Blues, winning Navy Blues and not Baby Blues, second place. Then we got Team Red in third,
White
and
in
Team
last.
White at 4.
Yeah.
Do you think that's inverse is the fun? Because White's number 1. Do you think Black's the least fun? Look at these fucks. Yeah.
No, I think
do.
we got on. Number 7's got a dick on his jersey.
Tagged the shit out of that one.
Yeah, he did.
All right,
That's a meaty clacker.
From our family to yours, have a happy holidays. Be good or be good at it.